Hello everyone, and welcome to my Teen Mom official YouTube channel. I hope everyone is. Thanks for watching if you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates. The U.S. Sun can uncover select photographs of Ryan looking a lot better contrasted with past court appearances. Ryan brandished a dim conservative shirt for the trial and finished off the look with dark dress jeans. His hair and facial hair gave off an impression of being newly trimmed and managed. Ryan seemed, by all accounts, to be feeling great as he addressed and snickered with his mother, Jen, father, Larry, and auntie in the last line of the court while ready to be called. His appearance on Monday is a difference to his April and July trials. On July 14, Ryan wore an orange Silverdale Detainment Center jumpsuit for the conference with his hands cuffed and feet shackled. His facial hair was unkempt, and he seemed drained and exhausted at the consultation. Concerning the April multi-day in court, he looked tousled and unhappy. The U.S. Sun solely revealed Ryan will reside in Desert Spring, a shelter under his recovery catas. Ryan was the first of his family to show up to court, a U.S. Sun correspondent at the meeting noted. Ryan's mom, Jen, and father, Larry, showed up not long after, as the three sat in the last column of the town hall, along with Jen's sister later going along with them. An investigator for the state started. Mr. Edwards is currently at CATA's recovery. The state in no way wants to determine these cases until we perceive how Mr. Edwards is doing. I couldn't want anything more than to hear an update from CATA's. A delegate from the recovery had the examiner and judge read a letter from the program. The examiner said subsequent to perusing the update letter, "There has been, we can give him a B in addition to. That is really great for Mr. Edwards." In light of that letter, the state would arrange Mr. Edwards to go to Desert Garden. In light of the proposal from CATA's. The examiner then, at that point, inquired, "Has there been any family treatment guiding?" The CATA's rep said, "Not yet. He will go to family advising in Desert Garden." Judge Starnes answered, "The letter sounds great. He's doing all around well. Seems as though he's been without drug for a very long time and 25 days. Longest you've had in forever and a day. We're cheerful about that. Proceed with treatment in Desert Spring. You should have family mediation. Ensure you do that immediately." The CATA's rep affirmed the state will be informed right away, assuming he leaves the program. The rep added, "He will be in Desert Garden tomorrow. He's still in private treatment." The delegate then, at that point, got some information about the vacation, as the adjudicator let him out of jail 9 months ahead of schedule to enter recovery. Judge Starnes said, "How about we watch out for the leave? He is by all accounts doing all around well. Ensure we move this family intercession going immediately." Ryan's next trial is November 6. Ryan's alienated spouse, Mackenzie, and child mom, Matzi Bookout, didn't go to court in spite of going to past hearings. MTV cameras were additionally not in the court. A portrayal for the shelter peruses. Desert Spring is a clear-headed living office that gives a climate intended to address the issues of people who need to surrender old ways of behaving and figure out how to pursue better decisions. Using conventional gathering processes, helpful direction in studios, Desert Spring gives the instruments to those looking for a superior personal satisfaction. Ryan was initially condemned to 11 months and 29 days in Silverdale Detainment Center in April. He was let out of jail on July 18 and entered CATA's recovery in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Ryan was requested to finish the 28-day program and afterward go into Desert Spring Asylum under the office. CATA's gives inhabitants bunch treatment, reflection, fundamental abilities studios, backslide counteraction studios, sporting exercises. From there, the sky is the limit. The U.S. Sun solely revealed from the conference on Friday, July 14. A delegate from the Recovery Office told the appointed authority a bed would be accessible on July 18. Judge Starnes said he saw Ryan's north of 200-page clinical records that he portrayed as upsetting. He said he will require assist with underlining things. The agent from the office said, "We will make some kind of treatment plan. He can go there and afterward go to Desert Spring, the shelter. They live there. He would likewise get the infusion." Judge Starnes requested Ryan to get a hair follicle test to ensure he was perfect prior to making the efforts to check his narcotic habit. The recovery delegate affirmed Ryan can't leave the recovery office unaided. Ryan's legal advisor then, at that point, referenced him having contact with his kids Jagger, 4, and Stella, 3, as he needs to talk with them on the telephone. The arraignment said Ryan's alienated spouse Mackenzie comprehends the children actually must convey through him, as they get some information about him. The adjudicator consented to lift the no-contact request so the children can impart through her. Judge Starnes dominated, "We'll give you a vacation. It's the ideal opportunity for you to go to the program. Doing this is your last opportunity. You really want to give your very best. Assuming you abuse recovery, in the event that you leave, you'll be accused of departure and you will get back-to-back sentences." He finished, "You would rather not burn through a few years in guardianship in the event that you can seek treatment." Ryan was beforehand in court on Wednesday, June 7, as his mother, Jen, and a delegate from CADA's recovery affirmed at the consultation. The Ashley's World gathering revealed that the delegate from CADA's mentioned Ryan be shipped off recovery when a bed is free and to start Vivitrol shots to assist with checking his narcotic reliance. The U.S. Sun likewise detailed from Ryan's April 20th hearing in regards to the 4 charges of badgering, driving impaired, and 2 charges of ownership of a controlled substance. Ryan was conceded into recovery on Walk 16 and released April 3. The state's lawyer called an official to stand up at the meeting, as the authority made sense of Ryan's April 7 capture for a DUI and ownership of a controlled substance. "I was dispatched for a white male in a white pickup truck who was oblivious and lethargic. The vehicle was running in drive. The truck moved into a control on the driver's side. The check halted the vehicle. It was simply Mr. Edwards. He was oblivious, lethargic. Fire was there. They were utilizing a lockout pack to acquire passage to the vehicle. He didn't recover cognizance until he was placed in clinical and controlled Narcan. There were 2 little baggies on Mr. Edwards, a white blue powder and a precious stone substance." A legal counselor for the state then, at that point, said, "He has an ongoing drug habit. He had an amazing chance to seek after restoration. He neglected to do that. He was there for quite some time. He passed on the office incongruous to the staff's advisement. The staff was attempting to keep him there. He was requested to show up for 45 days. He some way or another returned to Chattanooga. Then a block from this town hall, while so impaired in his vehicle, he ran into a check. He might have hit individuals. He's a threat to himself and the general population. His choice is to get spotless or pass on. There will be a solicitation for more restoration. The open door he had he wasted. That is rude to the court and makes a joke." Ryan's legal counselor then, at that point, shared, "He's dependent on drugs. We as a whole realize there is a decent individual somewhere inside there needing to get out. That individual is pounded down profound on account of the medications. We as a whole need the best for himself and the local area. We ask, eventually, not today, after Mr. Edwards gets adequate opportunity to be rebuffed and contemplate how he's viewed as another option. We are in general disheartened. It's a modest community. We as a whole know one another. We as a whole know him. We maintain that he should improve. There is a one-of-a-kind treatment choice. I'm not requesting that the court suspend his sentence." They then, at that point, called up the head of court administrations, who suggested Ryan get month-to-month shots and go to a 2-year program. She said he would go into a private program, and sooner or later he would have a once-a-month chance. It checks desires combined with treatment. Simply a shot won't make it happen. He says he will do that. He would go in and remain at our office, then step down to a shelter, a different residing house. They do directing for a very long time. The adjudicator added, "We as a whole know Mr. Edwards and his loved ones. He's an exceptionally fine young fellow. He's extremely gifted at what he does. We've all watched him grow up. He is definitely not a terrible individual. He just got dependent on bad-to-the-bone medications. He's an outrageous risk to himself. He kicked the bucket on Wide Road and must be resurrected. You have been dead. You ought to understand that. He's a threat to the general population by driving his truck on drugs. Recovery won't be great since he will not make it happen. He wants to grow up, that's what you know. You have 3 children. You might generally dislike your better half, however you have 3 children. I'm attempting to save your life. I will deny probation for a long time and 29 days in care. Eventually, I might send you to recovery. You will not do it now. This is on the grounds that the chronic drug use is serious areas of strength for so. You can't make it happen. You need to grow up and need to save yourself. I will give my very best for save you. In the event that you go over somebody at drugs at Silverdale, avoid them. The appointed authority closed. Ryan has been in and out of prison since recently on medication, badgering, and different charges. He was captured on February 10, 2023, at his particular employment for badgering, ownership of medication stuff, ownership of a controlled substance, and request of security infringement. He was then captured for disturbed following and disregarding an insurance request on Walk One after specialists gave 2 warrants for his capture on February 23. Ryan confessed to the badgering charge at a trial, the Ashley's World Gathering detailed. The previous television character was requested to finish recovery treatment and have no contact with the person in question. He was placed waiting on the post-trial process for a very long time and 29 days. The ownership of medication gear, following, and request of security infringement charges were excused. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.